Yeah, well, he wants one. He's the guy that grows outdoors.
I got
But
some really good ones for outdoors.
he's gonna do outdoors and indoors this year. So his outdoor this year was better than last year. Still not 100% up to par, but it was a lot better than last year. So he's getting better. But I'm supposed to manage his grow next year, so it'll be a lot better. Cause he works at Ford Motor Company. He works 12 hours a day.
Damn, he ain't got no time.
Wait a minute, and he has a landscape company. So he, you know, and if it wasn't for me, his crop this year would have been fucked. Cause he left it in the ground too long. They let it dry out and shit, you know. So I told him he'd pay me. I'll manage his grow. I'm not gonna grow them, but I'll come by, cut leaves off, check them, and make sure he harvests right.
Shit, tell him he pays me, I'll come and do everything for him, except for the shit you're doing. I'll water him, basically. That's what I like doing, just water him.
He's so busy, you know.
Make newts, water him.
And every year he grows them. It was 20 plants this year. Last year it was 25 plants. And the plants are big. The plants are huge.
All outdoors, huh?
Yeah, but he's starting to grow indoors now too.
For what? How does he move it?
He works at Ford Motor Company.
Oh yeah, that's right. So he sells it to all
I don't need
people.
to say anything else, do I?
No, you're right. That is a connection.
How does he move it?
I mean, that's a...
Well,
You just know
three
people.
of the guys I used to trim for, they went out of business because they couldn't. It was too expensive for them to maintain.
For real, man. Like,
They wouldn't get enough money.
like 80 to 100 an ounce. You'd have to be running like 6 lights to make it work.
And this guy was used to, you know, getting 250, 300 an ounce back in the day.
Yeah.
But that ain't happening no more.
Yeah, man.
That hadn't happened in a long time.
Like if I sold shit, it'd be for 150, 160 an ounce.
I used to make so much
And
fucking...
no one wants it for that. They would go get this cheap bullshit.
I know. I know.
That cheap shit ain't flushed out though.
That cheap shit is cheap shit. Period.
Yeah, get what you pay for. This is a new one I created. But I think it's just mostly like, tastes like Jack Harris.
Okay.
There's cheesecake kind of Jack.
Why? So when she yells down, you parked in the grass, right? Okay, when she yells down, you'll have to go up and park in the driveway.
Car.
Yeah, she'll be leaving in a little bit.
You always want to come offer me over on Wednesday and shit.
Well, it's either that or Sundays.
You can't park. You only do it two times a week now?
Well, we've been doing it. No, we do it when
When...
And the shit's ready.
yeah, and you haven't been smoking, so it's like I haven't had anybody to call, and on top of, but I have shit to do, like this here. This is, well, actually no, this isn't.
I've just been like trying out the new shit, but I've been smoking like hash and the pen.
I've been smoking a lot of hash.
That pen I got, that
Yeah.
shit fucks me up.
Where'd you get your
And
pen from?
It's so much easier. I ain't gotta roll up. I ain't gotta move
Our
off the
pens,
couch.
I mean, you get a good buzz from it?
I get fucked up, bro.
And where you get the pens from?
In the store.
From the store? You mean from dispensary?
Yeah.
Where else are you gonna get them from?
My buddy makes some. He can get
These,
super cheap.
a lot of these hookah places on the side, you go in there and you ask them right, they'll sell you a pen.
I mean,
They probably got Delta 9 or Delta 8 shit.
I don't know, I haven't bought them, but my friend told me they closed 2 of them down last week because they were selling bud and they sold buds to minors. I said, how stupid can you be? You know you're illegal. Why would you sell buds to a minor?
They get money, they don't give a fuck.
And the kid went back home, got caught smoking. His mom asked him, where'd you get this from? He said, from the hookah shop down the street. 2 days later, they raided that motherfucker and closed him down.
Plus the black folk, you can't even tell how old they are. Y'all own age, dude. They're probably like, yeah, that kid looks 16, but he's probably
Yeah, but
30.
they knew he was, you know.
You think?
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah, they knew he was underage.
so that's pure Bubba.
Pure Bubba?
Look at that color.
What's Pure Bubba? I forget.
Some seed that you found in a bag of shit.
I like the way it
Oh.
looks.
It's Bubba crossed with
Pure
Pure Michigan,
Michigan,
crossed
yeah.
with Bubba.
It looks great. And it's tight.
Yeah, it's got good formation. But it don't smell like Pure Michigan, so it's gonna be mostly just like this. It's gonna taste just like this, I guarantee it.
You guarantee?
Yeah, I can smell it. It smells like Jack.
Yeah.
That Rip Bubba I used had Jack the Ripper in it. And it turns out it's a Jack the Ripper phenotype. And that's what it puts off. That's what it gives to every one of its offspring.
You got a pretty good yield on this one right here, dude.
I mean, it's 2 plants, so.
Oh, it's two. Oh, okay.
And there's another rack in there too. You grab both racks. There should be 4 total.
I can stack them.
Those are deadhead. The other
2 in the back, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you grab both Fuegos.
Yeah. And what? Am I trimming that?
Yeah, that's that new one.
Deadhead 3.
Okay. I didn't want to fuck with it until I asked you for sure. 'Cause sometimes you have shit back there for other purposes.
We got like 3 new ones coming out. It's all cross times the OG Fat Cross F2. Those look exciting, but the one smells like pure fucking tangy. I mixed it to some tangy shit.
I got a half a pound of hash at home.
I just got a bunch of trim right there from Double O. I gotta turn it into fucking butter. I made cookies the other day. They're just not anywhere close to as strong as my normal cookies because I didn't use my trim.
Yeah.
But I also
Yeah.
used like 4
Double.
ounces less
Less?
than what I normally would.
Use less and it's less potent. Start.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, man. People fucking don't like that strong ass cookie shit.
You know, my people want to be knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's what my cookies do. Like,
My
I only
people want
eat
to
like half a cookie
I
and I'm
took-
sleeping.
I took some of my hash to Darks last week, and they smoked it. Well, I just came back this week. Before I left the house, he called me. Bring me $100 worth of that hash.
That's nice.
The only problem, it's hard to smoke hash every day and not smoke a joint. You gotta have a joint every now and then, you know?
It's too easy to roll on, bro.
I
Throw the hash
Yeah.
man and get fucked up.
That's what I do. I mix my hash with the bud. Oh.
Yeah, that's when you smoke too much and not realize it. When you're really
Oh.
sleeping for a minute. Fuck your
It
day
was
up.
awesome. Have you been seeing these, it's on YouTube, it might be on TikTok too, where they go to these thermal vents deep in the ocean? Have you seen the animals? I mean the fish down
oh
there?
yeah, the crazy.
Have you seen that shit?
Yeah, yeah,
That shit is insane. Shit's
yeah.
like dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah. What if we're not? What if the aliens come from there?
I think some of them are down there.
Yeah, they definitely have underwater.
They're definitely down there.
UFOs be seen coming out of the
Water all the and going in all the time.
Yep.
That's a normal.
They got it on. Oh no, I'm not video. But
Why wouldn't they just treat us like we treat ants?
Well, they are treating us like we treat ants. They're ignoring the fuck out of
Right.
us.
Like,
We ain't got nothing they
don't
want.
even matter.
If they wanted to fuck us up, they could have done it a long time ago. But I'm waiting for these 3 weeks when this supposed thing from space is supposed to be here.
But smash right.
No, this is 2 giant cubes the size of cities.
Huge.
It's cubes. The
Damn.
James
all that
Webb
up.
telescope took pictures of them. And they try to keep it kind of hush-hush. But they say if they're traveling at the speed of light, they'll be here in 3 weeks, which was a week and a half ago. So we'll know something in a couple of weeks.
Put that TV on some ratchet straps and go hang it to the ceiling.
I thought about it.
Just have 2 strings going along the side. Be fine. Or put eye hooks in the back. No, that ain't gonna work. That might. Hang the ratchet straps off the eye hooks.
I could probably just screw it into the ratchets into that and be fine.
The cement.
So does either one of you know when the next cannabis event?
That's
Big
what I
event's
was going
coming.
to ask. Because I'm talking.
Yeah, hash bash.
I want to get a table.
I'm thinking about getting a fucking hash bash. Oh,
There's one before that, isn't it? No.
well, that's April though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was thinking, I could get if I buy a pizza oven, the one of the flame ones. I could start making, like, I could set it up to work on getting all my licenses, and if we could do a cannabis event, that means I can then start spiking the pizzas and make extra
Right.
money off of that.
I
We
told
could share the space
right,
to where pizzas are happening on one side of the tent.
and I'm preparing T-shirts and posters and shit like that,
Yeah.
and we could have.
You don't even need licenses for Hash Bash. You don't have to buy a booth or anything. You just set up.
Are you sure?
That's how it's always been.
Really?
That's what I did last year.
First come, first serve?
Yeah. I got a prime ass spot too, because I was there early as fuck. Set up and selling seeds.
Even with food? I think food might be different. I have
Food
to
might
look
be
up.
different.
It might be
They
different.
got all the crazy laws.
Yeah.
'Cause I told
have to
you-
do shit before you can.
But my buddy was selling mushrooms and weed next to me. I was selling seeds, and the dude next to him.
For free.
Shit, how much are the t-shirts gonna be? I'll just buy all your t-shirts.
I'm gonna sell them for
You ain't
35.
gonna have no ash.
I'm gonna sell them for 35 bucks. A t-shirt. You need to come when I go to play darts, cause one of the guys I play with.
He wants to do a show. You want to go? Can he come?
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to go do a show of.
it's in Farmington. Well, yeah, it's Farmington. It's 13 Mile and Beck Road.
Oh Lord, I have to ride with Steve or something. That's a long ways away.
You can ride with me. It don't make a difference. But
Square
guy-
cubes coming to Earth.
this guy has a gigantic barn where there's a tunnel to go to his house. The barn used to be at 8 Mile and Grand River,
So,
and he had it moved. He had it moved to Beck and 13 Mile.
Right.
It's bomb. It's so his man cave is the best I've ever seen.
This dude rich.
But we-
moving barns. And
Yeah, he's
shit.
rich. He's rich. But we do darts there every Monday night.
Yeah, I like playing darts.
Oh, you do? Oh, you're gonna love this then. And
Triple 20 every time. Pop.
I want to do a show from there. You know, go do a show over
Yeah,
playing darts and shit. Where's Ashtray?
There is none.
Oh, right here.
Well, let's not do a mean good over here. Oh, did you objects coming to Earth?
Gigantic unknown object. In fact, a NASA insider has now confirmed that the James Webb Space Telescope recently spotted a mysterious object heading towards Earth, likely the reason for these stars disappearing. Imagine a star in the galaxy NGC 6946 that gradually faded since 2009 and completely vanished in 2015. For a long time, scientists thought it collapsed into a failed supernova and turned straight into a black hole. But now we know more. The NASA insider confirmed there's a massive object blocking stars and moving towards Earth. The size of this object is mind-blowing. So gigantic it can make entire star systems vanish from our view. The theory? It could either be a supermassive black hole swallowing stars, or maybe a giant alien structure. A mothership beyond anything we ever imagined. Some speculate this object is a mothership so vast, it could encompass entire planets. They estimate it's something so big, we considered it impossible until now. A truly colossal construct. But that's not the only explanation. There's also the theory that it's a supermassive black hole swallowing nearby stars, darkening the sky. This phenomenon resembles ancient biblical prophecies. According to the book of Revelation, the great dragon will devour a third of the stars at the end of time.
Third of the stars by the end of time. I didn't know that.
James Webb Telescope, constant leaks now that they found something, but your boy UFOs Around the World told you this in January. I'm going to show you that video. I told you about this in April. I'm going to show you that video. In both them videos, you got quite significant views, and I was mocked considerably, saying that I was lying. My sources were correct. They were told, we're studying this further. They know what it is, but they're studying it further, and that's what they put out there. But the leaks were saying that they found artificial life, they were finding life. They thought 3 things that they'd found. They were not going to come out straight away and say there is something that's course corrected and is heading towards planet Earth.
It course
so I'm going to show
corrected.
you the video that I shared in January, 11th of January this year, and I'm going to show you the one from the 20th of April or something like that.
They probably saw the James Webb Telescope and said, "Wait a minute, there's somebody back
The
here."
video, it's going to come out this year, and it is doing. So you've got to listen to me.
So that ain't near the Earth, is it?
course corrected,
That's like
and it's coming
out.
towards planet Earth. What it is, I don't know. Doesn't sound like a meteor. I don't think that course correct. It's probably something artificial. Something. Let's see. So the James Webb Telescope is apparently going to give some massive news this year. What is that news people are waiting for? Well, I think I might have it, and this will see whether I've got good enough sources. Supposedly, Proxima B has been observed by James Webb Telescope, which is 4.
It's life on that planet.
Some light years away this year, and it takes 63,000 years with our current technology to get there. They have found manufactured light on that planet, and that is apparently going to be one of the big news of 2024. Just thought I'd do a video about it.
That's who abducted, one of the first abduction cases, Barney and Betty Hill, back in '62.
Big ass cube.
They were abducted by some aliens.
Yeah.
So she asked them for some proof, to give her a book or some proof that they were aboard an alien spacecraft, but they wouldn't give her anything. But she saw a star map.
They asked the aliens for proof?
Yeah. So, but she saw a star map
Right.
in there, right? And she copied down in her mind what she saw. Now, they hadn't even discovered Proxima A and B yet. The scientists
It's in there, huh?
did, and when they discovered it, this other female astronomer, she did some, mathematics and shit. And she said that they're from Proxima B, and that lady drew a map that was identical. How could she have done that unless she actually had met them,
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I can't wait. I want some aliens to come down here and kick ass.
What do you mean they're gonna kill
No,
us,
I don't want
motherfucker?
that.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They'll probably be fucking
Nah.
like mosquitoes or something.
I think they know about our past. I think they,
We're their experiment, what you mean?
and I think they know
What
what
if
needs to be gotten rid of on this planet.
What if they just planted us here?
It might be.
You ever seen that movie
Well, that's a theory.
Jupiter Ascending?
That sounds familiar. I like the way that tastes. What is that?
I've seen it.
That is pure rubber.
That tastes. I like that taste. It's not bad.
Jack
So, the premise of the movie is humans have been around for a long time, like tens of thousands of years, and they figured out how to surpass death, for the most part.
Yeah.
In a sense of, they developed this, I forget what they call it, but it's like a liquid that if you drink it, it'll reduce, it'll bring you back a couple, but if you bathe in it, if you just go and step in a bath of this stuff, it takes every cell in your body back to the
Rejuvenates it.
the genetic perfection, the peak of your genetic perfection before
Okay.
you start decaying.
Okay.
So if you're super rich and you have, shit's expensive obviously,
Oh, wow.
but if you have access to it, because again, this is humans that have colonized other solar systems, so on and so forth. So but the premise is that in order to make this stuff, they have to seed a planet,
Okay.
and then the planet has to evolve to a peak, where we are now is the premise was it was 2014 or whatever, 2000, Matrix type shit. It was the peak of human civilization before shit, before the bodies, whatever. So then they basically wiped the whole planet out. Everyone on the planet is evaporated, and then they use the dust that they created from how they evaporated. They use that dust, and that dust becomes the liquid that makes you
Gotcha.
young. Jupiter is a planet that already happened. That's why Jupiter is covered in, because it basically just destroys the planet.
Yeah.
It turns it into basically a waste, a Jupiter.
Yeah.
There's all gas though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it produces so much bio waste, and the humans are all dead anyway, except for
Is
the people
Jupiter
who are.
all gas?
Yes,
It's a gas giant, but I think it might have.
it has
It's got some kind of core, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not gas, but it has storms.
So that's the biggest planet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a storm on Jupiter that you could put 20 Earths in.
Yeah,
it's so big.
humongous. Yeah, there's
See, that's another thing why they talk about going to Mars. Look, check this out. How you gonna live on Mars? They said sometimes they have dust storms on Mars that last 2 months, and you can't see your hand in front of your face. So how you gonna have a colony?
They're gonna terraform it.
Yeah, you know how long that's gonna take?
Yeah, 10,000 years.
But that's what they do with these. That's the point. Is humans own planets, and they own these properties as if they're basically cattle. So they can do what they want with it. But they got them all over the universe. They just have all these planets that they.
Yeah, there's so many. Who gives a fuck? You can
Yeah.
do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah, they
That
just.
shit's yours.
Yeah, there's so many that they can. So basically, the one lady is a reincarnation of the lady that actually owned the fucking planet Earth. So she ends up having control of planet Earth and decides not to, harvest it because she's from planet Earth, type shit.
Yeah, but then.
And what is the name of this movie?
Someone else takes over for her.
Well, her
Yeah,
brother,
fuck that.
the kid of the lady that reincarnated, the kid is the one that owns it now because he
Yeah.
thinks she's dead. But by her reincarnating, and they can prove it somehow with a soul match or some shit like that. So they could prove that she reincarnated into this lady's body and that she became her, basically, in the human world outside of Earth.
Yeah.
Because humans have a whole giant civilization that no one on Earth knows about.
Colonies everywhere.
Everywhere. Earth is just one of those colonies, like...
Well, they claim, Space Force has rockets and shit, and they go into other planets and shit. They already been to Mars.
Oh.
The Space Force.
What Space Force?
The United States Space Force.
Did they actually start Space Force? I
Yes.
thought it never got
It's
started.
been going on now for a while. Space Force has been going on for at least 5 or 6 years.
Trump started that shit.
No,
Yeah.
Trump didn't start it. It started during his administration.
Yeah.
But it had been in the planning for 20 years. Because they knew that flying saucers and shit were real.
Well, it's not even flying saucers. It's about this. There's space up there that you have to control. In their mind, it's a zero-sum game.
Well, see, supposedly there's a treaty not supposed to take weapons into space.
Did you see that cube, like near the sun or some shit?
Oh, that cube by the sun?
They got a picture of it.
Yeah, I saw it. I've seen
NASA
it.
pictures.
Yeah.
Look at that
That's a
shit.
probe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some kind of fucking.
I mean, in order to travel through space, one of two
It
things
could
has
be
to
a
happen.
pyramid and it just looks like a square from this angle.
There has to be either wormholes that can be created to get you from one point to another in instant
It'd be
time.
unmanned though. It doesn't matter
No,
how long.
No, I know, but regulations would be astronomical,
Yeah,
basically.
it's like needle in a haystack.
See, my theory is, we have no comprehension of the technology 200 years from now. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We're thinking about shit with our little feeble minds. That
No way
We just got-
seen nothing
we just
coming.
started flying. We just started flying 120 years ago. Before that, we weren't even flying. But they were.
200 years ago, we didn't have cars.
But you're right.
Shit.
But they were seeing stuff flying around 200 years ago.
Right.
So it wasn't our shit. It wasn't our shit.
Where my screen's frozen.
You what?
It says it's recording, but there's nothing there, so I might hear us. I lost. Oh, there it goes.
Come up to me.
Do the small one. Do that little one. Next.
Oh, okay.
Loss of mine and Tom's.
Oh, okay.
It's it had DHT3, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. It just seems unfathomable. It's our mindset, but that also
Look,
I also could consider the fact that this right here, 150 years ago, is unfathomable.
Yeah, that's what I
But
was-
dude,
Because it was fathomable in our lifetime because we had televisions when we were born. But our grandparents who didn't have television
had no concept of what television was.
or radio, I
No
mean, they knew what
concept.
radio
None
was.
whatsoever.
But
Didn't
the
have,
people before radio, think about showing them that. They would burn you at the stake as a witch in most
Dude's an
places.
alien. That's what they would
Yeah,
say.
they killed,
Dude got this alien device.
who did they kill like that? Was the Leonardo da Vinci they killed?
Yeah,
The Catholic
yeah.
Church killed?
Galileo, I think.
Yeah, Galileo too, I believe.
Yeah, they killed all the scientists.
Yeah. The Catholic Church did that.
Yeah, I
Fuck
know.
yeah. This dude's trying to take
They
over.
also raped the kids.
They're gonna be
And they haven't stopped.
They have not stopped. You were
No, they
correct.
have not stopped.
Stop.
They don't even get punished for doing the shit, really.
Not the little one. Just that one. What's it say up there?
DHT3.
Yep.
Yeah, it's tiny, huh?
I mean, it's in a 1 gallon, so it's not really going to do much, but it's flooded out better than the other ones. Like, a lot better. But the other ones, I
What are we putting that in?
the bowl. Out of the 3 of them, when it was finished, that as it was growing, it was the best looking one. I don't know. The other ones could have been stressed though, so the SH or SO is probably a better.
I was talking to this girl from Thailand for about a year, and she moved to Canada, not Canada, but England. But I'm still talking to her brother. Man, that guy told me the other day. He said, "Man, you are fucking wasting your time." He said, "You're a trimmer." He said, "You should have been here a year ago."
Yeah, it's gonna be a big boom.
He told me, he
But,
said,
though,
"Don't worry, when you get here, I got a place for you to." This is what he told me. When you get here, I got a place for you to stay and a job. What?
Paying what though?
Huh?
Paying what?
It doesn't make a difference what it pays.
ain't whatever the normal pay is.
It'll be more. It'll be
Sure.
extra money for me. We don't really worry about the pay at a certain point over there, especially for a foreigner.
Dude, in the Philippines.
You're lucky. You're lucky they let you work. You can't work in the Philippines.
You don't need to.
Well, no, you don't
Your
need
rent
to.
would be like $350 to live in the best place in the city, like the best condo that they have.
I talked to a real estate person there, and they told me that I could live in a high-rise, 1-bedroom apartment, with Wi-Fi already, Wi-Fi. All I gotta pay for is water. What else was it?
Where at?
Electricity. This is in Thailand.
Yeah, how much?
$180 a month for the
Yeah,
apartment.
see? Shit is like
And free Wi-Fi is involved with it.
Shit is free over there pretty much.
Huh.
And I can get a visitor's visa, And
Yeah, I think you can only stay for like a year and then you just renew it every year and shit. But
Yeah.
they'll renew it
But
every
if you-
year, they don't care.
but if you're over 55, after a year, I can apply for a
Oh, yeah.
retirement visa, and it's good for 30 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Fuck off now.
Good for your life.
Yeah, I'll be long dead before then.
They started making us all organs in the lab and they cheap.
And he told me also, he said, don't worry about food. He says food everywhere. He used to live here in the United States, so he's a good comparison. He went to school here, in fact.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
Yeah, and he said, man, if you're getting more than $600 a month on Social Security, so you'll have no problem. Give me a little electric bike, when I get there. Give me a little electric bike to ride around on. Get back and forth to the store and shit like that.
Just walk.
Yeah. It depends on how hot it is.
Yeah.
Because it's hot over there.
Yeah, it is.
I love hot weather though. I love hot weather. But if I don't feel like
if I'm
walking,
used to it, I like it.
no, I
Yeah,
love
you
it.
would acclimate though too,
Yeah.
like for a minute. It's said Texas when you were there, it's hot as fuck. I've been to Texas once and I was like, Jesus Christ, how can people live
Oh
here?
yeah, when I was in Texas, one time when I was in Texas, we drove through Texas and we stayed overnight at a hotel. Because Texas is so warm. Oh.
Yeah.
And it was 102 degrees at night.
At night.
At night.
Right.
And there was a tarantula in my hotel room.
Tarantulas ain't as bad as scorpions, though.
I don't want none. I don't want none of them. I don't want none of them.
Yeah, my mom
I'm not a lover of insects.
Scorpions would come out the faucet when you turn the bathtub on when she lived in.
Oh, I was in Atlanta. Look, I was getting ready to buy a house in Atlanta. This was about 10 years ago. Me and this girl was going to buy a house in Atlanta. So we were looking at real estate. So we went to this one condo, and we went to the bathroom. It was a nice bathroom. And I looked down and a spider crawls out of the
Drain?
Yeah! I was like, oh, hell no.
Just getting a drink.
I said, oh, hell no.
Spiders ain't shit.
I hate spiders.
They don't do shit.
They're good, man. They eat
That's
all
what I'm
the
saying.
The wrong kind of spider will fuck you up, dude. Don't believe that shit. I know somebody got bit by a
recluse.
recluse.
Yeah, recluse.
Yeah.
Brown spider.
Oh,
I
fuck
know.
you up, man.
He was sick in a motherfucker.
But that's pretty
And where
rare,
they
though.
bit him was all pussy and shit.
Yeah, it gets really nasty.
But those ones are super rare, and they don't attack humans.
They got him.
Yeah, you know.
Luck of the draw, man. He should have
That's
played
like getting
lottery.
hit by lightning and shit.
Yeah, it's literally the equivalent.
Mm.
There's trillions of
I
fucking-
leave them there spiders alone.
I do too. I don't fuck with them. I let them live.
Yeah, I let him live.
And my friend's in Jamaica, right? He married a girl that owns a condo in Jamaica. So I was looking at YouTube, and I was thinking about going to visit. He said, "Oh, come on back. You know, you don't have to pay, to stay here." So I'm looking at YouTube, and they show they're in Jamaica. And the guy was fixing food and shit, wide shot. And you look, and I'm not even exaggerating. There was a spider the size of this thing here crawling up the fucking wall behind you.
Bro, that's crazy.
It was huge. I was like,
They said they got them in Oklahoma too, but I never seen one.
well, they claim this spider is harmless. They call it a house spider.
Yeah. Most spiders don't fuck with humans.
I don't want to be nowhere
Yeah.
near nothing big.
Spider
Spider that
fucking with
size?
you is like you fucking with a skyscraper.
What if spiders are the aliens?
Maybe. I'm not gonna.
God damn, and they're just looking for food.
Fuck with them.
I'm not gonna fuck with them. Keep y'all alien shit.
God, I'm sure
The only insect that I like is praying mantis. It's the only one I
They'll
like.
fucking bite the shit out of you.
They're harmless as fuck.
Yeah, right. They bite.
Other than other insects. My friend had 2 of
Those
them.
motherfuckers eat birds, dude.
I know. My friend had 2 of them, and he fed one of them a mouse. It took it a while. It took it a while to eat it, but it ate it.
Yeah. They'll eat anything.
And he said they start with the head.
They'll eat you if you fucking lay there long enough. Don't move.
They said some of these aliens are supposed to look like those praying mantis. They have the praying mantis alien.
Yeah, them bitches are vicious.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be able to survive on our planet.
Who? Well, see, that's why I tell a lot of people. They say, well, why don't
Why
we
do you
just
think that?
Because
Maybe
why?
they're
different
adaptable.
atmosphere?
But why this dinosaur? Why are all the remaining dinosaurs, which are birds and some lizards, all small?
Well, they said most of the
Because they
Not enough
can't.
carbon dioxide.
Yeah, there's not enough. The
They said-
atmosphere is not set for them to be bigger.
They say most of the aliens that people come in contact with are wearing helmets. So they might be able to breathe oxygen. They may breathe something else. So you might be
I
right.
mean, they
about
may breathe. They may breathe oxygen, but the rate would be different.
that. Yeah, well,
They may need.
that's what
less
the guy
of
was
it.
saying. He said a lot of the close encounters like that, they wearing helmets and they don't walk, they float.
Or what if they're a sea species that has oceans on its own planet and then travels, with
Back and forth, yeah.
That's why they use fucking helmets, because they have to have helmets to survive outside the water. Like we have to have helmets to survive in the water.
Well, they claim the Russians went down to the Mariana Trench.
No, they didn't.
Listen to me. They claim the Russians went down to the Mariana Trench. They were in a submarine, a nuclear
Okay.
submarine. and they had some problems. So they had to
So
take
they
up.
didn't go to the bottom.
No,
Okay.
but they were in
The area, yeah.
Yeah. No, they were in the trench, but not 6 miles down.
No, that's what I'm saying. If they were across it, so it's like basically the theory is it's basically jumping across, like they were basically floating across Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went over it.
Yeah.
Went over it. And then if something had happened where their ship fails and they sink, they're
They're
gonna
done.
die. Yeah, because it would
They're
implode
done.
about halfway down, right?
Yeah.
The fuck out of them.
But so they were. I don't remember what they were salvaging. Another sub had fucked up, and they went down to salvage some stuff off of the sub. So they're down there, and they look and they see these guys, some people coming, you know. But they look really big, really tall and shit. And there was some aliens.
Fuck, man.
They were aliens,
Crazy.
and the fucking stupid ass Russians tried to catch one of them.
Hell yeah.
You know what they did? They shot them up back up to the surface.
Get the fuck out
Too
of here.
fast.
Yeah, they all died.
They all died from the bends.
Jesus. That's crazy. There's like,
That's like an ant trying to fuck with us. But it's gonna be like, boom!
Yeah, right. What the
So
fuck on, man?
on. Jesus.
You goddamn ant, you. But when I saw some of the creatures that are down there that light up and shit, look like dinosaurs and shit. What I was wondering was the diver that took these movies. How did he know they wouldn't attack him? I didn't understand.
they didn't, there's no diver there. That's
Yeah.
a drone.
Probably.
No, look at it. Some of it is drones, and some of it is a diver.
No, there's
Cause you see him behind him,
Shit.
and he has the
See
camera.
him?
He's holding the camera and the spotlights.
Oh, but
They're showing.
some of those volcanoes ain't that deep.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they may be living off of the vents.
Yeah, they're living
That
off the
one,
fence.
that one
they're not
fucking
super
volcano was above the water, then it blew up, and now it's like only 100 feet below the water, but it's still active and there's still smoke coming out.
Just like Krakatoa. When Krakatoa blew up, the whole fucking island blew up. The whole thing disappeared, right? And it was heard. Krakatoa was heard all the way around the world. It was one of the loudest explosions ever.
Here's
That
a
was
theory.
wrong, yeah.
What if, here's a what if for you. What if the aliens show up,
That's just right.
yeah, and they're like, we've noticed, we've come to realize that whatever the fuck it is, whatever they'll call it something different than us. But the A1A fucking volcano in section C1C is about to explode, which we know is a world ender.
Y'all better get on board.
Right, but they can't take everyone.
They taking my ass, goddamn it, or we could have a problem.
You're gonna stay here?
They're taking me, or
Oh, they are taking you.
fuck it, or we gonna have a real problem.
Nah, that's like an ant telling you, or fucking with you, man. You ain't gonna have no problem. They ain't. You are.
Yeah, what if they're like,
They're gonna be able to tell the special people from the bullshitters.
yeah, what if they go 10 million? And then what happens when you find out you're a bullshitter?
Yeah, they
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have been a bullshit.
I mean, you don't know you're a bullshitter. Most
Yeah,
bullshitters
but-
don't know they're
No,
bullshitters.
I disagree. Most bullshitters
dumb
know they're
people
bullshit.
don't know they're dumb.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just
I
like,
don't.
just like that.
But I'm talking about the older bullshitters that are in control.
Oh, yeah, that's different. That's greed.
They have proven they're bullshitters.
I think it'll be more about genetics. They'll be looking at who's got the best genetics that we want to keep going.
That's true. And then it becomes epigenetics. And then what if?
You better be from a real healthy family.
Yeah, but what if real healthy is not the way, always the way? What if you have to, like, they understand how it works to the point where you have to have, you have to have a mix of everyone.
Yeah.
So it's bringing in people who are unhealthy, and because you have to have those genes in there.
Yeah, mixed in, that actually helps.
Yeah.
It's good stresses.
Or what if they come down and they're like, we can fix all this. We have genetics machines that you can go step into, and they'll make you.
No, I don't believe that shit.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
Who's gonna be the first to do that?
well, if they're
Prisoners,
advanced,
don't make
if
prisoners
they're
do it.
advanced enough to come here, they got some astonishing shit.
because
Yeah.
think about. You ever watch that one movie with Are you gonna hit that again? With Johnny Depp, where he implements his intelligence into a computer. Like he's dying.
Johnny Mnemonic.
No. That's fucking older.
Mad.
That's completely different. This is, he's in the process. He gets shot or something. Something happens where because he's trying to develop an AI. He's trying to develop something
I've never
that's
seen that movie.
human, in a sense. And people are rebelling against him. Like there's people out there like, no, you can't do that. It's blah,
It's
blah, blah.
unethical.
Fuck the world up.
You're gonna fuck the world up. So someone stabs him, and they give him a poison that he can't survive from. So he basically tries to upload his consciousness into a computer, and then it turns out that he basically then fucking does things that like unbelievable things. He basically takes a dude who's can't walk and turns him into a guy who can walk. And basically he's 10 times his strength.
He's a genius.
Well, he's not a genius. He's a computer now.
Well, that's what I mean.
So that's the thing. But the debate is it the computer doing it,
or the human doing it?
or the human doing it? Is the computer then taking over the human's mind? Because they're all like the humans that have upgrades from him also have a hive mind, so they all can communicate together. You know what I'm saying? So
Telepathy and shit.
Through Wi-Fi basically. And so it's like this whole debate on whether he's human or whether he's a robot. Is he going to destroy the world? Is he not? He creates a new body. Like he learns how to clone and build a body and then downloads himself back into the body. So he brings himself back to life basically.
Yeah.
But then sacrifices himself to save his girl, and because of his sacrifice basically...
the Jesus complex.
Well, no.
Yeah, I am the god of the world.
It turns out that he wasn't an evil AI trying to enslave humans, because that's what the con was.
That's
Or
what everybody thought it was.
everyone was either there. No, one side was like he's here to help humans. He's a human who's using the ultimate technology to develop things that are basically pushing humans to the next level.
Ain't that Elon
of
Musk?
evolution. No, he was actually doing shit. Like humans had changed. Like a guy who couldn't walk could walk. People who were dying of diseases got completely healed and were able to be...
Sounds like a boring movie though.
It was alright.
You
It'd
see,
be cooler if he was evil and did some crazy shit.
you see all the shit Elon Musk came out with this week?
No.
The tiny house, the new car,
What new car?
the flying car, whole bunch of shit. A new bus. Yeah, he came out with about 5 or 6 new products this week.
Was he just
Do
showing
you still think
pictures,
he's
though?
smart?
No, they showing the actual
Hold on.
thing.
Do you still think he's smart?
Somebody is.
Not him.
Well,
And the
my,
shit that he
You
put out...
know what?
Most of that shit he put out was fucking staged.
listen.
You saw the...
All this shit is staged. Ain't nothing unstaged.
That's not my point. There's other people out there putting out better products.
He's
He's the only one with the money to actually show everyone.
He's an asshole. Joe Rogan is an asshole. There's a whole bunch of assholes out here
Yeah.
that I didn't think were assholes until recently, last couple of years, because of the shit they've done and said.
I think it's because they got richer than they were.
Yeah.
Like, you can watch Rogan's progression from wealth. He was a
Yep.
happy dude who was set to a guy who became uber wealthy. Like, on a different level. He became a fucking duke, basically.
And that money is a motherfucker, ain't it?
It is.
That money is a bitch.
You go from fucking, crime lord dude running your little town to a fucking mob boss running a city. You change.
You're gonna have some complexes.
Yes.
Yo,
And on
back
top-
to the sci-fi shit though. Did you see that 3-problem body?
Yes.
That what?
3-body problem.
3 Body Problems on Netflix.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Did you?
No, I'm only on like episode 1
Oh.
or 2.
Yeah, it's a book. A book from some Chinese writer.
No,
Uh-huh.
I heard it was the writer of Game of Thrones.
No. The book itself is a book from a Chinese writer. Like a guy from China. It's like China's
I don't know what I heard.
most popular
Maybe
book.
it's the producers or some shit.
Yeah, it's
Game
probably the
of
same
Thrones.
producers, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
yeah.
But it's good, it's really good. Here, you wanna see the trailer?
Pretty fucking wild, bro. It's just the first 2 episodes or whatever I watched. I fell asleep during the second one, I think.
That's one thing I never ever have
Three
done.
body
Wild
problem.
alien
Fell asleep
shit.
watching TV. My dad used to do it all the time.
I do it watching football.
My dad used to do
You
it all
ain't
the time.
smoking enough hash apparently. Shit.
I can't go to sleep.
Do you know what
with
the three body
something
problem
on.
is? Have you
What?
ever heard of the actual theory?
Oh yeah, I did watch this actual video.
The theory of
I don't even remember it.
because the three body problem is an actual theory in
Oh,
in
the gravity thing.
yeah in
If you have
what is that
three of
called?
them, you're fucked.
Astrophysicist.
Yeah.
In 2009, two researchers ran a simple experiment. They took everything we know about our solar system and calculated where every planet would be up to 5 billion years in the future. To do so, they ran over 2,000 numerical simulations with the same exact initial conditions, except for one difference: the distance between Mercury and the Sun, modified by less than a millimeter from one simulation to the next. Shockingly, in about 1% of their simulations, Mercury's orbit changed so drastically that it could plunge into the Sun or collide with Venus. Worse yet, in one simulation, it destabilized the entire inner solar system. This was no error. The astonishing variety in results reveals the truth that our solar system may be much less stable than it seems. Astrophysicists refer to
Millimeter.
this astonishing property of gravitational systems as the n-body problem. While we have equations that can completely predict the motions of two gravitating masses, our analytical tools fall short when faced with more populated systems. It's actually impossible to write down all the terms of a general formula that can exactly describe the motion of 3 or more gravitating objects. Why? The issue lies in how many unknown variables an n-body system contains. Thanks to Isaac Newton, we can write a set of equations to describe the gravitational force acting between bodies. However, when trying to find a general solution for the unknown variables in these equations, we're faced with a mathematical constraint. For each unknown, there must be at least one equation that independently describes it. Initially, a two-body system appears to have more unknown variables for position and velocity than equations of motion. However, there's a trick. Consider the relative position and velocity of the two bodies with respect to the center of gravity of the system. This reduces the number of unknowns and leaves us with a solvable system. With 3 or more orbiting objects in relative motions, we're left with more unknowns than equations describing them. There are simply too many variables for this system of equations to be untangled into a general solution. But what does it actually look like for objects in our universe to move according to analytically unsolvable equations of motion? A system of 3 stars,
Unsolvable.
Alpha Centauri,
Of course it is.
crashing into one another, or more likely, some might get flung out of orbit after a long time of apparent stability.
They don't know what the fuck's going on.
This shit is a simulation.
They don't-
That's all it's proven.
Exactly.
It's just
They
too
don't-
exact and stays intact.
Unpredictable,
It-
unlonged
They don't know,
systems.
man.
There's no way.
They be guessing on a lot of
Astronomically
shit.
large range of potential outcomes,
Someone's up there
dependent
controlling
on the
this shit.
tiniest of different.
So that's the theory. And
Yeah.
then this dude turned it into a fucking to a book and then they turned the book
Into a movie.
TV series,
I have to
series.
tell you something.
which is really well done because it travels through time.
Something insane.
They were saying like the next season ain't gonna be out for like 3 years or some shit.
It don't matter. It ends satisfying
Well,
enough
not all of
that
us.
you can wait.
Well, you know, it's
It
just like
started a long time ago.
astronomy and all that kind of shit. And Einstein and all that
Back in
shit.
1977,
You know, they make statements of finality and they don't even have all the equations.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
They
saying?
barely did
You
the
would like
figures
this
of
because
the
this
damn
is
shit.
aliens.
Yeah,
Basically, they get a fucking message
yeah.
from some
Don't
alien.
tell them. I'll hear it.
No, you already know it. That you know that
Yeah,
just
they're
they
out
just
there trying to
figure out what
put
the message
messages
is.
out, bounce it off the
Yeah,
sun,
well.
get messages. And
Yeah.
that's about all.
Well, they're on their way.
Yeah, and that there's aliens involved.
They are on their
But
way.
why these aliens are involved and what happens and all that stuff is really interesting because I can't say now because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, don't
Right.
ruin it. Don't
Yeah,
say
you know,
nothing.
Because it's a
Me and my girl are watching this fucking crazy shit, bro.
it's
Don't say nothing. He wants to, so
Yeah, don't say that.
I
Don't
do.
say nothing.
You're gonna ruin it.
not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. So it's not really. Yeah, really.
I mean,
What other shit you watching on Netflix?
Oh, when's the fight?
Friday.
Is it Friday?
Friday?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Main card starts at 8.
You can actually watch the stuff up to it. So you want to come on Friday and
Sure.
Alright.
I mean, you know, unless you got other plans.
I don't think so.
So what time does it start?
I'm gonna
8
find out
o'clock
right
for the
now.
main card. They got some card before it with some, you know, other people, but I think that starts at
Yeah,
like 6.
Friday 8 o'clock.
I'm gonna go down to the damn biker club and watch it.
Are you,
Yeah, I've been going down there to watch the games with
Brent?
Brent, but
Oh, you're gonna be a fucking biker.
I don't know about that.
Uh-oh.
But
Next thing he go pull up on a motorcycle.
he knows my wife's brother, because my wife's brother is like big into some other biker club, and they always hang out together.
Oh, okay.
It's like last time I went down there, her brother was there and shit. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, we're going down to her brother's club this week, not Brent's. But Brent's coming over to her brother's club, so he's actually gonna be there.
Huh.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Where they played this week? They played Jacksonville.
Who, the Lions?
Yep.
I don't know. I
That
don't know.
last game, man, our kicker is crazy, huh?
That motherfucker. The whole team is crazy. Well, really, when you think about it, it's not just
Goff was throwing the bitch in the dirt all game.
until the last
So
20
he
minutes.
made like 5 throws and won the game.
Yeah,
I mean, that defense was really good too.
really good. Their special teams are really good.
That defense is.
No, the Texans were really bad, bro.
No, they're
Put
not.
our defense against goddamn
The Texans were
KC or something.
5 and I mean, look, they were
No,
taking.
they're
6-4.
Yeah,
They're 6-4. They're gonna win
Now
their
they're 6 and
division.
5, though.
That kid is really good.
6-5 is shitty.
yeah,
now.
but they rattled his ass. By the second
Bro, there's no
by the second
way,
half, he was done.
No way after 5 interceptions we're in that game against any
Any other team
Any
would have
good
lost
team.
that. Any other team would have lost that shit.
decent
I
team
don't
would
know,
have
man.
fucking killed us.
5 interceptions?
5.
Come on, dude, that's a lot of
That's
interceptions.
insane.
Plus, they were jumping around in the little red suits. They was all happy.
Oh,
We kicking the
man.
Lions'
Yeah,
ass.
They thought they had
They
it.
came out that
I
second
just
half.
think they're young.
Well, of course they're
the
young.
kids in the
They ain't that
second
good,
year.
bro. They
Well, the
ain't that
Lions
good.
are young as well. Most of the
I know.
yeah, most of those guys are
We lost
young.
Laporta though. That's gonna be huge.
For how long?
We
I
did.
don't know. I think he fucked up his shoulder or something.
Damn it.
Well, they'll have to have somebody else stand in. That's all.
Laporta's
No thing.
fucked up.
Like they said, one monkey don't stop no show.
But we got that new guy coming in though.
Yep.
Oh,
Darius.
Van.
Darius Smith.
Yep.
Don't talk like you know what you're talking about.
Who?
You.
I do know what I'm talking about. What are you talking
Barely.
about? Look, dude.
Look, dude.
I know about the Lions. And I know about my two teams are the Lions and the Commanders. I was born in Washington,
Washington
D.C.
did some bullshit. I think they lost this week.
They shouldn't even be where they're at.
I think they've only lost 1 or 2
I
games.
still call them the Redskins.
They only lost one. I think they only lost 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, they only have
Yeah.
2 losses now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking Redskins. I don't know why anyone would ever call them the Commanders. That's just
Because they want to be called the Commanders.
stupid.
Now, that fucking Redskins was stupid.
Yeah.
Why would they call the Redskins? Where'd they come from? Washington, D.C. has nothing to do with Redskins.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Yeah, if anything, Washington, like, killed Redskins, so maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because Redskins were scary, bro. That's why they killed
Red-
them all. They're like, these motherfuckers
Redskins.
are savages.
they weren't scary.
They're savages.
Oh, no.
All they do is
Use
murder
whatever
each
white
other.
excuse you need to
Yeah.
give
Just
yourself
murder each
hope
other, bro.
Or
But-
give yourself a little recluse to the fact that our ancestors
I'm
murdered
not
these
using an
people.
excuse. I can do that.
No,
shit.
you just- yeah,
I'm
exactly.
telling you what they were thinking.
Well, no, they were thinking, I want
They were
that property.
thinking exactly. We want that property.
And this dude is not as civil
We're
as
gonna
me.
make slaves out of these motherfuckers, but the Indians didn't go for that shit. Indians said, "I'll die before I'm
Yeah.
a slave."
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Well,
Because the ones in Africa are different. They died there.
I feel like a slave.
Yeah, the ones that didn't want to be slaves. Yeah.
Well, you know, a lot of it's called Mesoamerica. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, do you know who the who were they called? Can't remember the name of them now. They were in America before Columbus.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was a lot of people in America before Columbus.
Oh, like down in South America, like Peru and shit.
Yeah, who were they called? Them. Can't remember.
Before the Incas and all that.
Yeah. You got these big giant heads. And it's African with African faces. These big giant heads.
Really?
Yeah.
They're face people.
The Minnock, is that what they were called?
The who?
I think they were called the Minnock.
Hybrid aliens, that's what they were.
Maybe.
But they were here before they were here before the Indians were here. That's what I was watching a documentary about it this morning. Blew my
Before the
fucking-
Indians. They are ancestors. Indians are ancestors of them.
Yes.
Indians. They're not Indians. They're Native Americans.
They lived
Indians is the problem. That's
Right,
like they're not
exactly.
Indians.
Right. But when you say Native American, most people look at you strange. Oh yeah, most people don't.
Because you know old people.
Most people don't.
If you said
No,
Indians,
young people don't know that shit, man.
young people call them Native Americans. They don't call them by that.
Oh, but you mean Indian?
Yeah, they don't call them Indians.
No, I'm not saying they do.
Oh, well.
Well, those with education do. Those that don't have education don't. They call them Indian. It depends on how educated they are. There's some dumb motherfuckers out here.
Whew. You're better.
I just found out that the first Filipinos were black. Philippines. If you go up in the mountains, they're black people that live up in the mountains. We still on?
Yeah. Your shit was fucking up. Whew. Man.
Damn, that smells good.
Plants back in here, huh?
Yeah, I had to bring back in.
This is big right here, bro.
What?
Oh, that plant you gave me?
Yeah.
Dude, that sucker done shot up. I'm gonna have to put it in another pot. That thing is growing really fast.
Yo, I got a pink lady I should give you a cut of. This thing's a fucking dope. You ever seen them? Half pink leaf and half fucking green and shit. And I got one from one of my customers and shit online. She's a cool ass bitch. She
That
sent me
plant-
some plants.
That plant is growing super fast. I've never seen a plant grow that fast.
What'd you give him?
One of those?
Just palm. See the
That
one?
one?
See the one over there?
That's the palm, the big thing?
Oh, it's something like that. It's a palm, one of the palm. It's got a name. But
Yeah,
it's
one
from
of
the
the
palm family. You see the one that's over there on the by the plant? I gave him the other one of
Oh
that.
shit, I didn't see that.
That
So I
sucker.
took two of them and I shaped them like that. The bookmarks, and they just got too big. So I gave him one and I kept one.
And it's growing fast as hell.
And then the one down there is going to be. I got to repot a couple of them, but I'm just waiting to do it. There's another one over there behind the.
How do you
fucking-
make copies or whatever?
I just cut the top off.
You plant them?
Yeah.
You put them in water first.
Water.
Yeah.
Don't take long.
Let it
Like
germinate.
I would just chop those ones once they get a little more like height. I'll chop them off so they split again.
Yeah, how tall do they get?
They'll get fucking.
10,
Did
20
you see the one
They'll get
behind
tall.
us?
They'll get big.
Behind us, furnace?
No.
What's behind the furnace?
They'll get big.
That one that was behind the furnace was taller than us.
Oh shit.
I had
At
one.
one
Wait,
point-
it was taller than us?
At one point, it was like,
You chopped it down?
well, it died. The base died. Like, it rotted out at the bottom.
I had
Because they
one.
didn't do a good job of, like, and I never replanted it because it was so fucking big. So I just chopped the top off, got it to grow roots, and I've been growing it since.
Those are like too big. You can't keep them small.
Well, they'll get huge if you let them.
Yeah, you can, like, keeping it right in this area, it's probably bad, but if I put it upstairs off to the side so there's no light, it'll work. But this one's a special case. All the ones you see, like that one right there came off of this one. Because I cut this one, I've been fucking with this one for a minute and just kind of like,
How old is it?
oh, I've had it for 2 years.
Oh, okay, so it goes slow at least.
Yeah, no, it's slow.
Then you're gonna get.
Yeah, I've had those
6
since
foot
this
year.
shit before COVID, like the ones you see in this big pot. Yeah, that one was before COVID, so it's been 4 years.
It's different though.
They're,
It's the same family though.
yeah, same family, just different leaf. That one is more of a, because that one came from a stump. She gave me a stump with a bunch of growths off of it.
Some new shit shooting out.
Yeah, so I tried to save the stump on a slab, and it didn't work, so I eventually just cut it all off. I turned it into the one up there with the Naruto shit, and then the one below it, and that one.
You know, my one dude's growing
And that one,
pineapple
too.
and shit.
That's from the same cuts.
You should grow a pineapple.
Oh.
You should bonsai these too. You
That
should
is a
not-
bonsai.
No, it's no roots.
No, that's, what do you think a bonsai is?
Bonsai,
Bonsai
Miniature-
just means tree and pot.
well, you know what they do with the
Yeah,
exposed roots and all that.
that it is exposed. That's a root. The going across there is an actual root. That
Oh, okay.
and it.
Yeah, and I see a couple there.
If you move the fucking
But no, like,
elephant,
they'll put something like that on the roots, and
And
then
they'll
let
grow.
the roots grow over it.
yeah,
It looks
that's
dope
but
as
that's
hell.
just a form of like a technique in bonsai.
Yeah.
But move the fucking elephant, you'll see the root behind it. Like it's going into just one little section's going into the ground, and then there's a little bit in the front there. But it was I pulled that out.
You should see what this one dude does. He bonsais them, and then he shapes them, and he have like hearts
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude.
and
This,
shit in
the
fucking
space you
plant.
need for that,
Takes time too.
Oh man.
the
Yeah.
space like.
He only gets a couple ounces off them. or some shit.
Oh, you're talking about
Maybe
the.
1 ounce.
Yeah, that's weed. That's yeah. I
He's
get-
doing it with weed, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, bonsai is just basically any tree in a pot is bonsai. It's just a matter, do you do techniques to it? Do you shape it like a fucking crazy thing? And that's probably not going to last long, and these other ones, who knows. But it's just, something to do.
Yeah, I had
The
a
beginner's
palm.
bonsai.
When I lived in Washington D.C., my whole front of my apartment was one gigantic window, and it faced east. And I had that sun coming in, so me and my girlfriend, we went and bought some plants. We bought a couple of elephant ear plants, some philodendrons, and we about 3 pounds. And we put them in that fucking window, dude. Oh my God. My apartment was like a jungle inside. They were everywhere.
Yeah, they get. I tried growing fucking. I tried growing down here, sweet potato. In my head, there's 2 reasons. One, I like sweet potatoes. I put them in everything. I give you food, and you wouldn't even know it's in there.
I like sweet potato.
I have ate sweet potatoes here, and I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I never thought I liked them.
No, it's
But I don't fuck with them.
it's how it's cooked. You
I
have
like
to-
it. I fuck with it.
I add it to other stuff. So when I add it to,
I like them caramelized.
like when I make
Yeah,
Indian
soup or
food
some
with
shit.
lentils and stuff like that, it's never you never bite into a sweet potato when you eat my food.
That's
It just
all you taste.
becomes part of the fucking
Part of the-
dish.
It takes the
Adds a
flavor
little,
on of
It
other
blends in.
adds a little sweetness, but adds the vitamins and the little bit of fiber that you need from the potatoes to help turn it into a more complex dish. I guess you should say.
Yeah.
But I also will do it on purpose to where I leave them chunked too, to where you actually get a sweet potato with,
Yeah, you like the taste, so yeah, I might as well leave chunks in there.
I don't. that's the thing. I'm not like a, oh my god, this is better than a baked potato type person. Like I'll eat a sweet potato with some butter.
Yeah, you don't think it's better. Huh?
But I just don't. I just add it because it's a healthier version. It's a healthy option to add in. It's a healthy thing to add into your foods.
It's more healthy than regular potato.
I'm hard.
But you can't add potato in like you can sweet potato because sweet potato is not starchy in that way. So it'll melt and it'll become like part of the chili.
Yeah.
It'll blend in.
Where potato always will hold that
firm
structure.
Structure.
Yeah.
Have that texture.
And doesn't have any vitamin A. It doesn't have a lot of whatever the sweet potato does. It's just kind of starch. I mean, it has stuff in it. You could obviously we saw Matt Damon survive off of fucking half a
Good
potato.
shit, bro.
You saw what?
You never saw Martian either, did you?
Yeah, I think I saw that. I believe I saw that.
That's the one where
Where he was growing up potatoes and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, he was on
Yeah,
Mars by
stuck
himself
on
at
Mars.
first. Yeah.
Well, no, he was on Mars with a group of people,
Yeah,
but a storm happened.
and
They all
He got
left.
stuck because they thought he was
see,
dead.
see, that's realistic there.
Yeah, that's my
The
point.
storms on Mars are motherfucker.
Well, that's the point. It was a,
Elon Musk don't know what the fuck
Fucking
he's
live
talking.
underground for a minute.
Elon Musk don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
and you looked at him, looked through the stuff, and thought it was useful. He's never gonna release a bus.
What?
He'll never release a bus.
No, look, let me tell you what happened to me 2 days ago. I'm driving down 8 Mile. I look at my rearview mirror, and it's one of those Tesla trucks.
Yeah.
No, it's not one of them. It's 5 of them.
What?
Right? 5 Tesla trucks on 8 Mile.
Jesus.
So, I slowed down. And they went around me like.
Right.
Them fucking things look cheap. They look flimsy.
I like them.
I don't like them.
Why do you like them?
You gotta paint. You
It's
gotta.
nice and wide and big and shit.
Yeah, but they look like shit. You gotta paint them. You gotta
Hell no.
wrap them or something.
Hell no.
Yeah.
That's
It-
the best part about them is they're just fucking plain silver.
They're
They're
not.
plain
Well,
metal looking.
Yeah, but it looks cheap. And I heard it was cheap.
I mean, it's
I think it's
smudgy.
Who gives a fuck? I don't care what it looks like.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
you don't
I'm more
care.
worried about.
Edges.
I'm more worried
I
about
don't
the
even
fact that
clean my
it's,
car, dude.
it's a goddamn bullet.
I ain't washed it in like 7 years.
You fuck up and hit someone with it. You're
It's
killing
not.
them.
It's not the design as much as
Oh, I
the
don't like the
overall
design.
look of it. When you're looking right at it, it looks cheap.
I think it's a
Yeah,
bad design.
It's a bulky design,
That's kind of like Chinese made.
but you don't have.
It looks like what you would think the future is going to look like 80 years ago
Yeah,
or 20 years
20
ago.
years ago.
Yeah, not even 20, 40. Back in the 80s.
I was thinking 90s.
Well, 80s, 90s-ish, like right
Yeah.
around that.
Then I saw a special on Chinese vehicles.
Big ass box.
The Chinese are kicking our ass.
They got garbage, dude.
No,
Oh,
dude.
they got some fucking
They've
killer fucking-
got some SUVs.
You know what the difference between us and them is when
I
it
mean,
comes
they
to...
can make good cars, but they're making mostly cheap shit.
Well, they're
Yeah,
making,
but
but
their
they're
cheap
making
shit's
high end
still
shit
nice.
too.
Yeah.
They're making both.
That's the point. Their cheap shit's still nice.
For like 20,000 miles in, but some shit goes down.
Listen,
No.
listen. My friend, well, he's not a friend of
Again.
mine. It's a guy I know. He bought one of them little teeny China trucks. It's a little teeny
Yeah.
truck. It's like a little teeny pickup truck.
Right.
He bought that motherfucker 3 years ago. He drives it everywhere.
It's still good.
Yeah, through all kind of
It's
conditions.
just a regular gas truck.
Yeah.
Not like electric and no shit.
No,
No,
they make a...
it's a little. I think he told me it's a 1.7
Liter.
engine in it.
What they're doing is... Because I watched...
Now you're not gonna get on the freeway and go 70 miles an hour. I think he's at the top speed.
Yeah, it's made for
45,
city,
50.
It's made
It's
for
top
being in the
speed.
city. Yeah. It's not
That's
made for...
fast enough, man.
Yeah,
Right
that's-
off the
that-
freeway, you're fine.
So,
It cost him $1,900.
No.
I'm telling
For
you,
the truck?
the truck cost $1,900 to get it here. I think he said it was another $600. Yeah,
That can't be legal to drive.
it is legal. He's driving it every day, and I'm seeing more and more of them
so
as time goes by.
the reason why they're winning the electric war is twofold. One, we have a...
We have to pay for labor.
Well, we have...
They have fucking free labor.
Who the hell they have free labor?
They have fucking enslaved people in China, bro.
They've got super cheap labor. Let's be
Yeah.
They're pretty much enslaved.
But they also
Dude,
are competing in the world.
It's
That's the
vis-
thing. It's not here that they're obviously not selling cars here because Cause you know how much you can get electric.
They're not allowed to because they won't pass our.
No,
test.
that's not why.
Why?
They won't
Nothing
allow to
to do-
because they're cheap.
No, they
and
don't. Yeah,
they're
they would give you-
inexpensive, but
Dude, you
they're
could-
just as good.
You could buy what cars
They
you
won't pass
what
the
kind of
crash
cars?
test shit. bro.
Yes, they
they do.
will.
No, they
What cars does your wife drive right now?
Chevy Cruze.
Cruise. They can give you the equivalent of a Chevy Cruze and electric for 10 grand.
That's too much. I'm buying that Chinese garbage.
That's fine.
We're
You
in
do
Detroit, bro.
People buy it all the time.
That's like
Look,
those
that-
Chinese fucking
Hey,
four wheelers.
hey, you
It's
said
the
we're-
same shit.
you said
They're
we're-
fucking trash.
You
bro.
said we're in Detroit, right? Check on them. How many Chinese parts are in American cars? It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your fucking mind.
The point
what
is they're
really
putting
good.
effort into the actual game, where America's not really putting effort into the electrical
Well,
game
they-
because
they-
there's no reason to.
Well, they're trying to fuck America anyway. You know
Exactly.
that.
They're trying to game.
They're trying to
market
fuck
share so they
America.
can fuck us over.
Yeah, because
But-
we fucked them over.
But they had sure did. But they had
They probably deserved it. Let's be
fuck
honest,
up,
bro.
shut up.
they had the these
They
auto
invented
experts.
gunpowder. That's what fucked up the world in the beginning.
They had these auto experts from around the world. I think it was 6 of them, and they test drove all of the high-end cars in the world. In other words, all the Cadillacs, Lincolns, you know,
They
Jaguars.
didn't even test no
They-
Chinese shit.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
And the Chinese shit came out number 2 over
Because
Mercedes.
Chinese paid for the whole thing to happen.
The Chinese, they said
They paid for it. Like, we're not
The-
gonna make ourselves number one.
they showed
It's too obvious.
they showed a Chinese SUV that cost $12,000. It had so much shit in it.
You're
it was
watching Chinese propaganda, bro.
No, no, no. It wasn't propaganda. In
reality
fact,
is-
in fact, it was these
China-
American dudes.
China, yeah, because China paid them. They put
I'm sure
China's cars
I'm
at
sure-
number 2.
I'm
That
sure-
shit is
I'm sure they did
propaganda.
pay them.
No, I'm telling you,
China paid for that.
their
whole
companies are putting out cars because they got to compete with America
They're selling
on
car-
the world market.
Well, they're selling cars in Europe like it's going out of style.
Yeah,
They're
they're
selling
just
cars in
dominating
Europe like
all
it's
over the
going out of
fucking
I don't
world
think
when it
they're
comes to
allowed
electric.
in Europe.
Yeah,
They are.
They
They're
are.
only allowed in China.
What are you talking
no.
about? Brian
No.
uses a Chinese, the Wang Tang phone,
The Wayne thing.
whatever that
Oh.
fucking.
Yeah.
You know the phone
Huawei,
that
yeah,
Huawei, the one
yeah.
that competes with fucking.
Right. The ones that America's trying to shut down.
Yeah, because it competes with our shit. That's the only reason they talk shit about China cars is because they don't want the competition.
They don't want that competition.
In the same way they talk shit about fucking Japanese
Good,
cars
'cause
back
Before they
don't want
came,
fucking
exactly.
Lives to be ruined and fucking.
I remember-
auto industry to be
I remember them
It already
dogging.
is fucked.
We'll be done. Over
It's
out
already
there.
fucked anyway. They already don't have 90% of the jobs here. 90% of the jobs are done across the fucking world
Yeah.
in China and other places, and yet
Oh shit.
we still think that like the only one that makes money off the American shit is the fucking people who run it.
It's all.
Yeah, I
it's
guess
a-
they do sell in Europe.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
yeah,
It's
they're
all
they're,
about
they're
fucking-
taking over the fucking planet. And another thing they have is they use salt ion batteries.
Yo, fuck China, bro. I ain't buying
You gonna be
garbage.
speaking Chinese in 2 years,
Mandarin,
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
You gonna be.
Actually,
China already bought
hold on.
fucking
Actually, it's not.
Volvo. Now I
Well,
can't
they-
even buy Volvos no more.
It's
'cause
not even
China
gonna be
owns
China. It's gonna be India that's gonna dominate.
You
the
see these new headphones
I'm
that-
cool with
that-
India, bro. They got better
that
food.
interpret other languages for you.
Oh,
Have you seen that?
The new iPhone, the new Apple ones are actually set up to be like they can give you a hearing test and become a hearing aid.
What is it now?
Well, this-
The new Apple headphones, yeah, the new earphones.
Well,
They become they
Oh.
can be high grade hearing
That's
aids.
fucking dope.
this
Yeah.
this one isn't. I don't know if it might be Apple. I don't know, but earphones you put in, and so somebody comes to starts talking Japanese. It tells you immediately what they're saying.
Translates
Immediately.
So back to my point, what is the difference
Man,
between
I'm
a
fucking
Chinese
moving
person
to
and an American
Thailand,
person?
bro. No doubt.
What'd you say?
Yeah, but you want to go? You know what they're fucking driving in Thailand? Chinese shit.
No, I won't be driving. I don't give a fuck.
No, you don't. You don't want to drive in Thailand.
No,
anyway.
you wouldn't be driving. You'd be riding in the car.
You don't-
walking to the post office to sell seeds.
And
How are
I'm
you
gonna.
gonna grow seeds in Thailand?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? It's legal.
Oh.
It's all legal.
Seeds would be the easiest.
I saw a YouTube vlog the other day. The guy was driving in the countryside, right?
Everywhere.
They were going. They were going to a grow in Thailand,
Right.
outside of the city. On the way there, it It was roadside stands. Guys selling bud and plants
Oh damn!
on the road. It's wide open, man.
Dude, that's how it should be here.
But it ain't.
Because if
Bro,
we could,
that'd be dope.
dude, just sitting there selling seeds. You could be selling seeds in one section. I could be selling weed in
It'd be
another.
like cash bash all year long.
Them guys from Thailand, them government guys, they went to Amsterdam. When they came back from Amsterdam, they said, we're getting that fucking tourist.
Rudy sets up his
Yeah.
trim shop right there. Bring us some shit. I'll trim it up for you in
Right
an
there.
hour.
Yeah,
Come
bring
back and pick it
yeah.
up. And then I'll charge him $100 to roll it all up in joints.
Yep.
That would be it. I don't want to do that though.
But they say that,
Now you have the machines like the
This
bump
is-
box where you
Nah, hand rolls.
75 at a time.
I don't want to do bump boxer. Nah, that's
What
different.
do you mean? That's good.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
bump box will work.
I got the little 6-shooter. It works
I don't
great.
like the. You know how I am about the filters.
But don't use that.
You can
Just
cut them
close.
off.
Yeah, you don't need to have the filter on there.
Oh, really?
Just pop them off.
Yeah.
Roll up king size, cut off the tip, and you're good.
And you're good to go.
Okay. But they might want actually. But that's again. You could do that. Why would I do that? I'm not gonna do that. If you're trimming this shit, you just offer it as an extra. Oh, you want me to trim this up for you and bump it for you? That would be something you would do.
You have to break it up.
Because you're trimming it up. No, well, you'd have to invest in a
Dude,
fucking
have
big
you guys
grinder.
seen the Whack It?
The what?
Whack It grinder?
Uh-uh.
How come I never showed that shit to you guys?
What?
You have
All
a
you do
phone.
is fucking you push it down,
Oh,
Like a coffee grinder?
Coffee
and
grinder.
it's no, but it's
Was it-
just two little things of metal that fly around, grind it up. And
Yeah, it's a spice grinder.
sort of. But it's made for weed.
Oh,
But
okay.
I fucking ground up a whole plant in like less than 3 minutes.
No
Whatever,
shit.
that's my point. He would get some kind of grinder.
Yeah, you
That
get
you
an
could
electric
use.
grinder.
Bang,
put
bang,
it in
bang.
a bump box.
Bump
boom,
box,
boom,
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 There you
yep.
go, 75 joints.
And then you charge an extra $15 for that. Or whatever it is, $10.
That's gonna be something.
Well, I
that's
mean-
for sure. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing.
But
when I
that
get
would
there,
be,
but
that'd be,
I'm gonna try to
Cover
get.
material too. All the papers cost.
that'd be a hell of a setup.
That'd be like
That's another-
That's one thing I gotta find out though.
What?
If I'm not a citizen, no.
Just tell them to pay you cash.
No, they got people coming from. No, you can work in Thailand. Foreigners can work in Thailand, so I'm not worried about that. I said, there may be some restrictions on the marijuana. I don't know till I get there, I guess.
You ain't gonna need a job, dude. What the fuck?
No, I want a job.
It's so cheap.
I wanna
it's
be-
so cheap.
I want to be in the cannabis business, man. Doing something.
You know what you could definitely get a job doing is wrangling people off the streets, tourists, into shops.
Yep.
Because that's what they do in foreign countries.
Yep.
For like
Yeah.
restaurants and shit.
Dude, that's a way to fucking get pizza business too.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to
That's
say.
walking around downtown.
That's why
They're posted up
Mondays-
downtown,
At Dart, you gotta come because I told
give
you
away samples.
one of the guys that shoot with us, his son-in-law has that pizza thing. They be doing 60 pizzas and shit, and they go to all the different kind of events.
Oh yeah.
You might want to talk to him.
Well, I mean, what's he gonna tell me what I already don't know?
I mean, it's just interesting, their technique,
Because it's
because they're not doing sourdough, they're just doing pizzas.
so. All right, so I already have a general plan, like an idea of how like I want to spur some business. One guy I stole this from some dude on the internet, but he was like, "What you do is you get cards, business cards made that say 1 free pizza." And you pass them out to places where you want people, where you think the clientele
Yeah, you told me about
you are going to be at. Like I would put some at, like in the area,
that.
whatever.
Dispensaries.
Well, that's the thing. The regular places get a regular card, and then when they come in, they get it. Then you go buy one get one on the next trip with the same card, and then the last turn you give them like a fucking a dessert or something like that if they come in, or even still buy one get one free again. Whatever,
Yeah,
and
get 'em
then
in there 3 to 4 times.
then
I don't know what that is.
you get them in 3 times, and then by the 3rd time they're usually hooked, type thing. And then you add in, I also add in the villager card or villager whatever, because I don't know if I want to do a card. But basically, after your 10th pizza, you become a villager, and as a villager,
you got
10% off every pizza for life.
you got a whole theme going there, huh?
Yeah, the whole Thai village.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got
And I
a
want
whole
to like I'm nerding out to the point where I want to make fucking Naruto bands that have the Pie Village on it instead of the Leaf Village or whatever. And then if you're a villager and you're into that shit, you can have one. Take it with you. Type shit. Any kind of advertisement to get people to talk about you.
Right,
Type
those
shit.
would be cheap as fuck. So yeah, you can
Yeah,
get those
it's
for
fucking
free.
and the free pizzas are 10%
Have them
off.
made in China. It'd be like 3 cents each.
Yeah, 10% off for people who are coming on a regular. That's
By 10,000.
to be honest with you, you get if you're a villager, you get one on your birthday, and you probably get one every 25 pizzas. I just give you a free pizza, and I wouldn't even. It would just be like, I know it's your 25th time coming in. You bought 24 pizzas before. Well, this whole fucking time you get it for free.
Order.
After you've ordered, you won't even
Your
know.
regular order.
Yeah, whatever you order, I'll just be like, this one's on us, free or whatever, and then.
All right, come on, little fellas.
Oh, shut up. And then I thought about the weed part of it, though. A way to build up fucking doobie people that, you know, have them in fucking dispensaries where it says not one free pizza, but one free doobie with purchase of pizza.
And in dispensaries,
Yeah, and put that in
Yeah.
dispensaries.
They
And then
bring
those
that card
people,
in, and then you mark them somehow. Like these are my weed people.
these are my weed people, and then you offer, you know, joints for
That
$5 or
pizza and
whatever.
shit.
that's a
$10
good.
or
I think
whatever.
that's a good idea. That sounds like it has promise.
Yeah, but you do that alongside with the other one so you can separate your clientele. But again,
Fuck that. Give a free joint to everyone that comes in.
well, if someone walks in and sees me giving a free joint to somebody and they're like, how come I don't get a free joint?
Well, how would they see that?
Because it would be,
Be hanging it out.
it would be on the fucking, like it would be a tube on the fucking pie, on the top of the pie.
No, you
Have
roll.
the
You have
tubes on the counter so everyone knows there's joints there.
No, the tube, like,
You have a
when
little
I give
sticker.
you-
You
when I
have a
give
little
you-
sticker you make that you can roll it up in and hand it to them.
no, you don't, you put
And
it
they
on
think, oh,
the box. It's
well-
stuck to the top of the box.
Or it could be a sticker stuck to the top of the box. They know the joint is there. Nobody else does.
I mean, it's free. I don't think the law can do shit.
Yeah, they can't, I'm not charging you for
I
it.
don't think they could either.
Yeah, it's free. Fuck.
They say if you give it away,
But then,
anyway.
then
No,
it becomes,
you're actually allowed to sell it to recreational people because you're allowed to assist other people in getting their recreational weed up to an ounce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So on top of what you're carrying, you could have an extra 2 ounces or whatever.
I see what you're saying.
I'm carrying for this other dude. I'm going to give it to him now.
he couldn't get there, so I had to go get it for him.
But yeah, it's actually
The delivery
in the law that
service.
it's legal for you to
Yeah.
assist someone else in getting
Yeah,
recreational cannabis.
Yeah.
So you're basically allowed to.
Here's
sell weed.
hoping. Come on, Mr. Biden.
That's like DoorDash, right?
Deschedule this fucking cannabis.
So
I
they
don't-
call it Bud Dash.
Dash to the bud.
There's people out there still delivering.
Oh,
Dispensaries.
that Jars place that they got.
No, I meant like non.
Oh yeah, right.
Like it's if you
Not
really wanted
affiliated.
To, yeah,
Not affiliated.
Not
Oops.
affiliated, and not like
Yeah.
you're not. It's not on the system.
Right.
No, yeah, no doubt. My buddy does that. He advertises on Facebook. Pictures of his weed. Like, who wants weed?
I thought about that. I'm like, do I got to go to that night? Because then I'm charging $40 an egg.
If you're delivering.
Yeah, if I'm delivering, that's what I'm saying. If I'm delivering, it's $40 an egg.
Well, yeah, let's start that up. I'll deliver with you.
$150 an ounce.
Because we're legally allowed to assist any recreational user up to an ounce. What are we gonna say?
Well,
You have
I
a
mean-
weed delivery service? Like, no, I don't. I fucking help my friends get weed. What you mean?
yeah, and if they're friends on Facebook, they have to be friends on Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my friend. What do you mean?
All right. Well,
It
we
can
got
be done.
It's got to be because you can't. One thing I've learned, you cannot fucking start something without having a steady supply. Because once you take a
Right.
break,
Right.
you lose 3/4 of your clientele.
You're
Well,
right.
I'm about to just grow for flower now too, because I got so many damn seeds. I got to test run all my testers and shit. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be having all flower, all seedless flower again.
Because it's more about joints. To be honest with you, I think pre-rolls are the way to go.
Yeah, but people pay nothing for it at the store.
Yeah,
They're getting them for like $1 a piece and shit.
Yeah, pre-rolls.
Yeah.
But you gotta be different and have
Yeah,
hand
but
rolls.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
have shit that's
That
different.
dollar,
And
that,
that actually tastes good.
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that dollar a joint shit
Oh, it's trash.
is super trash.
But that's where setting up at a fucking booth, or setting up a booth and doing that shit helps you. Because then you set out cards, you do the whole thing. You have to do it properly.
Yeah, we
card,
really
yeah.
should. We really should
There
have
ain't no events around here to do that shit, though.
what events that
No,
come up. We should
Events
we
are
should
all
jump
out
on.
west.
We should jump on it, even if it's a 3-hour drive. Why
There's
not?
some events in Detroit, actually.
How can we find out what
I'll be
events are coming?
plugged in on the Facebook shit. Like, my buddy, he's calling himself 3 World Judges, because there's 3 of them or whatever.
Those guys have actually gotten my weed.
Yeah, I give him edibles and entered into the contest. But he's a cool dude and shit. And he's always inviting me to come vend at their events and shit. So next time he hits me up, or just look him up on Facebook.
Oh, I got him on my. I've talked to him.
Yeah, so
I have his
Yeah.
phone number.
just watch his shit.
See if we can get a
he
table or
does a
whatever
whole bunch of events.
at
I'll
events.
just send him a
I
message.
think he actually told me he'd give me a table cheap too for like $300 or $400 or something.
You should jump on something like
How many
that.
people are showing up is the question.
That's
$300, $400, and there's only 5 people.
Well, no, you gotta
No,
go to
it's-
a couple of events and see how they are
Yeah,
first before you buy a table.
yeah.
But no, his events, I went to one of them, and it was pretty busy. That was just a small ass thing, like a private club or dispensary.
And I think I saw someone using the place over on John R. So it might be worth checking out because I thought about that. Maybe I can do some pizza shows out there.
The
'Cause
place on John R.
if I
Oh, that
can,
place we would go to was always closed.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're starting to open.
The owners.
No,
Having
no,
a
no.
private party.
Yeah, who knows what's going on?
Yeah,
You never know.
People are charging too much for that type of shit.
yeah, because they think they can tax it because it's weed. Because they were
But you're not
taxed,
allowed to sell
but
weed
they were
at most of
taxed to fucking. That's the problem is they were taxed to build the shit as a weed thing. They had to pay the fucking tax to the city to
Back
get
then it was high.
Yeah, well, they had to grease the palms. That's
Yeah.
what the tax I'm talking about. We're not talking about legal shit. We're talking about the money they
Under
gave
the
the fucking
table.
councilman to give them the fucking.
Under the table shit.
If the guy I
Never
was
use
working
the
with,
building though. What the fuck are they? Rich as fuck? God damn.
it's a write off. If you have 5-6 businesses and this one's constantly failing because you're never getting anybody in there and you can show you're losing money, you can write it off. It's not a big. You don't get like. It's not like it's gonna make it, but you get like 50% of that back.
Rent and tax and all
Yeah,
that.
but they write that shit off as losses.
Yeah, so it helps money.
Especially if they got a conglomerate of business.
Yeah, or they just use it as a way to funnel money. Because how the fuck do
Yeah.
you know?
A laundry, yeah, that's a big part of
How
shit.
can they prove that you didn't have someone rent it out for 3 days?
And it's a weed business, so it's all cash.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, they could be doing that.
So have the banks started taking weed money yet?
No.
We still haven't happened.
no, that's where the descheduling comes in. They have to deschedule it to Schedule 3, and if
Right.
they do, then the banks can start.
We'll start dealing with them.
Yeah, it'll change things so they can start dealing with them. But we'll see. I don't think Biden's going to do it on the way out. Doesn't feel like it.
He ain't gonna do shit.
No.
I'm done with politics. Fuck it. Ain't none of them gonna do shit.
Big money runs the fucking world, man.
You know that.
Doesn't matter.
It's
if
a-
fucking
you know-
in the office.
It's true.
When you think they spent over $2 billion on advertising,
Yeah. It's
$2
become business.
billion.
It's become business.
What the fuck?
Can't get no money to fucking.
Come on, man.
People starving and they
Can't
spend
get no
$2
money to
billion
people.
on fucking nothing. All right. See you next time.